Khan, shalom, shalom. Hey, Satan tried to take away the word, but we're gonna get right back to it. Now, this is Second Ezra's 6 and verse 24. At that at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still in the 3 hours, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Now this earth is not gonna run no more, man. These springing waters and fountains, these nations thriving, doing their own thing, man. That time is over, man. And that 3 hours isn't literal 3 hours. It's symbolic, man. For a certain amount of time, a perfect amount of time, that kingdom is over. Those kingdoms are done. Those fountains are over. They're done, man. These kingdoms are coming to an end. Right? Now it says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. Right? And you, Jake, y'all already doing that. Oh, that F that B, I don't like her because she wore my Gucci shoes without telling me. She wore my shades. Her breath stink. She came over and she brought roaches over. You think those little fights mean nothing? Y'all gonna be fighting over food and water. You gonna be fighting for the want of all things, man. Right? That's what's gonna be happening. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. So the earth is standing in fear, especially right now that they got these curfews. I know you, Jake, out there, you terrified, man. You don't know what the hell's going on. All the years you lived in America, Babylon, your land of your captivity, you've been chilling. You had the feet up. You was doing your thing, man. Jake's back, brothers that's in the truth. When we was in the world, we would have never, if we was in the world now, we would have never thought the things that was happening now was going to happen. We might have seen them on Illuminati videos, but the Most High had those walls of thorns walled up, and those thorns walled up in your mind so that you will see it and be like, oh, I believe it. But when it actually comes, you would never actually believe that it would take place, man. The Lord got y'all bugged out in these last days. Any brother that's not getting this truth, it's not because that's weird. I don't want to deal with it. The Most High has rejected you, man. You got rejected by the Most High, and that's a sad and pitiful thing, right? Now, link that up with another precept. We're gonna go back to that. I'm gonna go through the spirit real quick. Now, this is verse 26. And the men, I don't want that. I'm going to go to the next precept. Bear with me. Right in verse 3, this is a good precept. Second Ezra 8 and verse 3. There be many created, but a few shall be saved. So the Lord told you straight up, there's mad people created. Sure I made Esau. Sure I made the Chinese man. So sure I made the Japanese man, the African man. But hey, and sure I made a lot of so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, but few, only a little bit shall be saved, man. Everybody not about to just walk up in my kingdom, right? If you got a mansion, right, you just boosted yourself up in the world. You got to that next level stature in the world, and you got a mansion party. You gonna let everybody in your mansion, or you gonna have a chosen amount, a select few, an elect few that can come in? Even now with weddings, man, right? Y'all send invitations out and only certain people can get in. The people that didn't get the invitation, they can't be like, man, F this, I didn't get in, and force their way in. You probably got security outside. They got the tasers on them. You call the cops, because more than likely it's at a public establishment. You call the cops, and they got to go. They got to get out of here, and you're going to carry on with your event. Same thing with the Most High. But you're not going to be able to rage and kick the door down. I'm here in the kingdom. What you going to do about it, Most High? Man, you're not getting to that point. You just dead. You done. You was discarded. If you ain't make it to the kingdom, you been got discarded, man. Now, next precept I want. Bear with me. Now we're gonna go to 2nd Ezra 15 now. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, and woe means destruction. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, meaning nations. It's gonna be so-called white people fighting against so-called blacks, man. You know, you damn nigga, I been ain't like you since such and such and such. You was just, we was just dealing with you because you was working in the plantations. You was working at my Sunoco's. You was working at my damn Nike factory. You was working at my Costco's. You was working at my ShopRites, my Walmarts, my Publix. We was just dealing with you. But now all out madness is breaking out, and you going to see my true colors, man. The Lord said Esau got a perpetual hatred towards you, and so do these other nations. So in those times, that's what's going to be taking place. People going to fight against people, man. You coon jakes. If you think you're going to make it in those days, you coons that's, I love the white man. And I don't know. My wife is a white lady. My husband's a so-called white man. He would never do that to me. You're going to be killed in those days. You're going to utterly be destroyed, man. Sorry if you're going to be taken out the way. You're going to put it like that. You're going to be taken out real smooth, man. I dare you in those days, an Edomite walk up to you, you say, bro, chill. I had compassion towards you. I was a coon. He going to say, you stupid nigga. He going to shoot you, man. He might tie you up, put you in the back of the van, and damn, drive off, and you at the back choking, talking about something. But I like you Edomites. That's what's going to happen to you, man. Right? Now we're going to continue. And it said they'll have swords in their hands, meaning weapons. You can have any type of weapon, guns, Hey, some people, Moab might bring out an ancient sword, and be running down the streets with it, try to chop somebody up, And in Moab, we seen how Moab get down. Moab, in those days, Moab might eat well. Because Moab will eat damn anything. Moab gonna take them ancient Chinese swords, cut you up, slice you up real nice, bring you to a damn forest somewhere or wherever they hiding out at. They're gonna chop you up and they gonna eat you raw, man. And you gonna be Moabite food. That might be some of y'all fate, man. Some people gonna be eaten by people. We gonna get to that. That's cannibalism and da da da. Well, they got you. They got you already being cannibals at with McDonald's. There's a lot of rumors going around with McDonald's and their meats, and this has been going on for years now. Now, that ain't
Mommy?
Saki, bear with me, Israel.
Have you seen Mommy yet?
Hold on. Sit. Saki, Israel. Saki, go get your phone and sit.
Huh? Okay.
Right? Go ahead.
Okay.
Bear with me, Israel. Right? So like I was saying, I'm going to continue. And it says, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men. All right, so go in the room. Leave that and go in the room. Stock Israel. Satan trying to come and take away the word. The Lord said, for there shall be sedition among men. Now, sedition is riots and aka martial law, man. Right? Doesn't New Jersey have a curfew? Doesn't New York have a curfew? And other states got curfews in America? Up in France, aren't the civilians actually fighting against the authorities? They literally got poles and throwing them at the cops. And mind you, the cops got guns and batons on them. They don't care. They throwing anything they want at them, and they fighting. They physically fighting the cops. That's prophecy. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Go in your room, Slaki. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And their modern day kings and princes is their authority. Now up in France, this prophecy, they are fulfilling that. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So whatever they want to do, it's in their hands. I want to throw a pole at the cop, I'm going to do that. I don't care what the repercussions are. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Isn't that happening now? Didn't U.S. ban travel to Nigeria? You can't go to Europe, right? Isn't that happening now? Mexico wants to put a block on America, which is they right next to each other. You America, Saki, Mexico, y'all gonna get the coronavirus too. All these things is coming to everywhere near you, man. A city near you. Now, isn't that taking place right now? A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. You can't go to China right now. You can't do that. You can't go to Nigeria and you can't go to Europe. And the EU is fed up with America because they made that decision without them. It's America saying, man, F that. Nobody's going to Europe. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. In America, because of and America is very prideful. So because of their pride, they're like, nah, we got the coronavirus too, but they got it worse up there. So we got to cut that off, and we done. Even though they both got the same thing, but America's pride is like, we got, so say for example, they got 50,000 cases. Hey, we got 50,000 cases, but hey, we America, we can get rid of it. Up there in Europe, they got 100 million cases. They not getting rid of that. They not like us. So America and Babylon's pride got the best of them, and they said, hey, nobody's going to Europe, and no one's coming here. Right? And it said, and a man shall have no slack it. And I'm going to read 6:18 again. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Didn't the Lord say in Amos 3:6, paraphrasing, has there been a trumpet, shall the trumpet be blown in the city, and man be not afraid, paraphrasing. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, meaning take their goods. You got a damn flat 52-inch screen TV, that's gone. You got a box of Capri Suns, that's gone. You got the ramen noodles, that's gone. You got the Bounty ultra soft tissues, that's gone. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So there's going to be great tribulation on this earth, and man is not going to pity their neighbor. Say you Jake in the world, y'all be like, hey, that's my jigger, that's my. In those days, it ain't none of that, man. It ain't none of that. Y'all gonna be beefing like crazy. He gonna have a damn spray in his hand, and you gonna lunge at him and stab him for it. You're not gonna say, brother, can I get some? You gonna stab him, take it, it's mine, I want it, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I need it. Verse 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. So these things are going to come upon you if you're not keeping the Most High's commandments. Let me get a precept in Ecclesiastes. If you're not keeping the Most High's commandments, you got tribulation to look forward to. All right, bear with me. Bear with me. So like I said, we're going to Ecclesiastes, and I want to get 8 and 5. Bear with me. Now this is Ecclesiastes 8. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 50, and it's Slakia. 8 and verse 5. And it says, whoso keepeth the commandments shall fear no evil, feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. And if you discerning the times right now, you wise, man. You're a wise man. And the Lord said, whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing. Yes, you will go through tribulation. Yes, some brothers are going to be martyrs for the truth. Yes, you're gonna be, tried in that fire, but you're not gonna feel the things that these other so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans is feeling. Eating man's flesh, getting their belongings stolen, they children taken captive. Those things is not gonna come to you, man. You're gonna go through your little tribulation. You ain't eating a day or so, but the Lord might bring you something to eat, right? Let's get a precept on that. The Lord, not the Lord might, the Lord will bring you something to eat if you being a diligent and faithful servant, right? So these things that's happening, you don't gotta worry about that, brother. Hey, let the dogs worry about that, man. Don't you worry about a thing. Isaiah 65 and verse 14, and it says, "Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit." So the Lord's servants, they going to sing for joy, and they going to be good. But you wicked and slothful and devious, and you swine, you abomination to the Most High, you're going to be sorrowful, and you're going to have, you're going to howl for vexation of spirit. Your spirit going to be vexed. And ye shall leave your name. Sorry. That's not what I'm. Just bear with me. Slaki, I want in verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye wicked and slothful servant. It doesn't say that, but that's what he's talking about. Ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. You're gonna be ashamed in those days. You're gonna be, woe is me, woe is me. The brothers was out on the highways and byways preaching, and I rebelled. I rebelled against the Most High, and look where I'm at. I'm just a filthy rag to the Most High, and He's doing me wicked in these last days, man. I ain't eating 5 days. Now I gotta eat my own flesh. I gotta go and eat man's flesh. I gotta go steal, rape, rob, and murder now. Now I have to be a pilgrim on earth because I was being wicked, man. That's what Jake gonna have to go through. But you Israelites, right? Because the Lord said not all Israel is of Israel. Even though you may be a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, that don't mean you're going to get the kingdom. And that don't mean you're an Israelite. Because an Israelite, hey, Israelite's going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what a true Israelite going to do. Now, let's get the next precept. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 57. Thy children shall die of hunger. Now, why is the Most High saying children are going to die of hunger? Is there respect of persons with the Most High? Does the Most High respect you because you're of youth? Right? Let's get Romans. Let's see. Let's answer with the scripture. Romans 2 and 11. And it says, for there is no respect of persons with Yahweh. So you could be old, young, middle age, in your prime, in your glorious days. He don't care. There's no respect of persons with the Most High. So he says, that thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. And the field is the world, man. So the Lord said everything you got is going to be destroyed. Your city's done. We already got curfews, man. This is the beginning of sorrows. If you don't see that, you was blind. You blind, man. Right? Verse 58. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh. Now, is this a fable? Is this folly and madness? No, this is the scriptures, and this is prophecy given to you by the Most High. This is what's going to take place in these last days. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. But the Lord said, if you my servant, man, you're not going to worry about that. 63. Thy children shall they carry away captive, and look, what thou hast, they shall spoil it and mar the beauty of thy face. So they're going to children going to be taken captive, man, via the government, via a purgers out there that's purging, right? I'm going to call it that. That's, being wicked and robbing and being murderers, man, and haters of their own people. right? And Edomites gonna take your kids, man. Edomites gonna take your kids. Esau is a pedophile, man. Don't you know that Esau is trying to make it legal? Make pedophilia legal, man, and then put it under the LGBT community, because they also showing you that LGBT community, that is wicked as hell. That's why they're putting pedophilia under that, because they know that stuff is wicked, man. That's their philosophies. That's their ways of life. And they forced it on you, wicked Jake, and now y'all getting down with it. And when they take your kids, man, you think they going, oh, Jim, what Jake call their kids, man? Trying to think of a name, man. I'm going to just say, hey, damn, Rashawn. Hey, Rashawn, I'm going to take care of you. They going to rape your children, man. Esau get down like that. And that's what's going to happen in these last days. You think carnal men can go weeks, months, days without having sex, man? They can't do that. They're going to take your kids. They're going to take you if you're a woman. Hey, and if you a man and you weak, man, men is going to take you and use you, man. That's what's going to happen in these last days if you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. It's not because I'm saying it, because that's what the Lord has in store for you. Right? And it says, they shall spoil it and mar the beauty of your face. So they're going to take what you got, and the beauty of your face, everything you got, you own, everything you cherish is going to be gone. Now this is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger. Now, if you escape famine, if you don't die from famine, let's see what happens to you. Shall the sword destroy, so you're going to be killed. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. And if you ain't know, dung is feces. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Why do we keep hearing about these cities being cast down? Because that's what's going to happen. Now, let me get a precept in Revelations 11 and 8. It says men, basically their dead bodies is going to be cast out as dung on the earth, and there should be no man to mourn for them. Paraphrasing, man. No man's going to take care of their body. There's not nobody that's going to come, let me be nice, pick up your body, put you in a coffin, dig up a grave, put you in there, ashes to ashes, dust to... No, man. Everybody going to be running from the sword, running trying to get food, and people going to be running with the sword, man. That's what's going to be happening. It's going to be all out madness. That day is like no other day, man. Revelations 11 and verse 8. And it says, and their dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is Sodom and Egypt. And that's Babylon, because they get down with Sodomites and being a Sodomite. And it's Egypt because the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are being held here in captivity, where also our Lord was crucified. Now, the Most High was crucified here because the Most High's philosophies and his ways were done away with. They got rid of that, man. Yeah, they put now Yahushua is a so-called black man. Now they made him a so-called white man. The Lord said, keep my commandments and live. Now they said, you don't got to keep the commandments and do whatever you want. You can be a sodomite. You can be whatever you want, do whatever you want. You don't got to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. The Lord is also crucified here spiritually because they've done away with his ways. Now the Lord said, and their dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So he said their dead body shall lie in the streets. Now let's go back to verse 23 in 2 Ezra 15 and 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung. Meaning, when you take a dog out, hey, the feces come out, it's sitting there on the earth. And if the people ain't clean, there'll be feces all over the earth, man, on the ground. Same way with man's dead bodies and their dead carcasses, it's going to be all over the ground. It's going to be a normal thing to walk outside and see a skull on the ground. To see somebody's brains shot open. Somebody's damn chest broken in. Their spleen is all out. You seeing their brain. You seeing their heart. And you seeing everything, man. You seeing everything. Everything is out there. The blood is on the ground. You're going to see all that. And that's going to be an everyday thing. Seeing man's dead body on the ground is going to be like waking up in the morning and seeing the sun in the sky. It's going to be, that's every day. You're going to see the sun in the sky every day, man. So now with these dead bodies, you're gonna see dead bodies every day. And you're gonna be running and somebody run, help me, get shot. You're not gonna be like, oh my gosh, dang, I just seen somebody get shot. You're gonna be like, man, I seen that 1,000 times. I just ran past 5 people that just got shot. I just ran past 20 people that just got shot. Who cares about you, man? Right? Bear with me. Now, this is the book of 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 45. And therefore, Slaki. 1, I want to go back to 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 22. And this video not going to be much longer. Mind it soon. 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And it's like, I'm like a broken record because I keep repeating this precept because that's what's happening in these last days. This is what's going down, right? Nike's closed, Modell's closed, Starbucks is closing, McDonald's you can't you can't go there and buy food no more. You gotta go through the drive. You gotta take out, right? I believe it's takeout or it's something like that. Delivery, man. Same thing, takeout. What else is closed, man? The theaters, gyms are closed, man. Walmarts are closing at 8 o'clock now. All stores must be closed at 8 o'clock. That's prophecy. And then, not only that, right? There's nothing being found in those stores, in those places, man. You're not going to be able to go to LA Fitness and look inside. Is there anybody in the gym? Can I work out today? No, that stuff is empty. Those places are empty. In Walmart, no tissue, no Lysol, no hand sanitizer. The meat is damn near gone, except for the damn turkey items. They left the turkey items. I seen a post earlier on Facebook. Hey, you go to the stores. There's a store. I don't know the store exactly, but there's a picture. And the man or woman took the picture, and there's a bunch of turkey bacon, turkey this, turkey that. All the pork is gone, man. The Lord said He's gonna destroy you people that's eating pork, man, eating swine's flesh. You're gonna be destroyed, right? But these places, my point is, these places are being found unsown, and the sown places are being unsown, becoming unsown, and the full storehouses are becoming empty. Now, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 45. And therefore, they that labor in vain. So everybody that's buying these tissues and buying this and buying that, they labor in vain. For strangers shall reap their fruits, meaning they're going to take it and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses. So men's houses are going to be taken, and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine they shall get children. Now, again, we're hearing of these children being taken captive because that's really going to happen. So, people are going to take your goods, man. And, hey, all those, me and the Akim and the Aqua, which means brothers and sisters, we was out in Seaside and we was looking at the houses that they building out there. They only building that for the people that's going to be pilgrims in those days, man. People going to run up to Seaside. Oh, you remember, hey, Seaside do got them big houses. They're going to drive to Seaside, walk to Seaside, run to Seaside, and they're going to get up in those houses, and they're going to try to store up all the food they can. And then there's going to be other brothers that's going to come take the house from them. Then they're going to be in the house. Then more brothers going to come and take the house from them. Then it's going to be different brothers. Then another set of brothers going to come and take that house from them. It's going to be an ongoing cycle. Right? Verse 47, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, and the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin, saith the Lord. Right? So those are all the things that's going to be taking place in those last days. Now, I'm going to get one more precept, and we're going to end it there, man. Right? I might get two. Might be one. Now, this is Amos. This is the book of Amos 5 and verse 4. And it says, for thus saith the Lord unto the house of Israel, seek ye me, and ye shall live. Now, that being said, I'm going to give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, which the world calls God, and Yahweh Shai, which the world calls Jesus Christ. Shalom. And be diligent in this faith, man. And you got to endure to the end, Israel. It's going to get difficult. It's gonna be tough out here, but you gotta endure. You gotta seek the Most High. You gotta have faith in the Most High. Shalom.